Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. It feels like it's been a little while. Hello and welcome. To everyone new, hello and welcome. This is Cece. To those of you that don't know her, Cece is my little NICU Micro preemie silicone baby. Full-bodied silicone. She's a little girl and she is by Whiting Dolls. So she's really, really sweet. So I have a little NICU series. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And today we're going to feed Cece a bottle. I'm going to talk about how she's doing and just chat with you all a little bit. And I'm going to change her too. So we have this little Dr. Brown's bottle here for her. And let me see. This little napkin tissue here. That's what they give us in the NICU. To put under the baby's chin. And of course, because she has a silicone doll, I use the lubricating jelly. It's like KY jelly. This is just the CVS brand for the nipple bottles and pacifiers, so that it helps protect her paint. You know, it makes it so there's no friction in the mouth. Whoops. So we're going to do that, get started feeding her, and we'll chat a little bit. I know I have lots of you asking for Cece, so here she is. We've been super, super busy here. Did you ever, let's see, have one of those weeks that just feels like it's never going to end? I had that here. I want to make sure that I go above her tongue here. This is a bigger nipple, so there we go. That's why that lubricating jelly is good. I'm just like looking inside of her mouth from the side just to make sure that I'm not bothering her tongue in any way. There we go. Can y'all see? Yeah. And she's eating well now. And Cece's doing well. I know I talked about bringing her home on some of the equipment, and I'm still going to do that. I just have to put together, video and make sure she gets a checkup and all clear and everything before we go home. And she can go home on this oxygen that she still does need. And she can go home on a few monitors that she still needs as well. But she's doing really well, and just aside from the little bit of oxygen support and monitoring, Cece's doing really well, so we're really happy. She's such a little sweetie. I really enjoy, like, even when I just walk past her, laying in her little hospital thing I made for her, she just looks so real. It's so neat. I think I showed you all, like, the little NICU thing that I made for her to lay in. I don't know if I think I did. I think I went over, like, everything that was in it and how I set it up and all that. I have to look. If I didn't, I can do that for you guys. But anyways, just wanted to show Cece. So yeah, it was supposed, oh my goodness, a long week, but not in a bad way, just, busy week. And the past couple days I actually got to do a bit of something with animal rescue, which I used to do a lot of years ago, and I still tend to be like a go-between, where I have a network of people. So if there's an animal, usually wildlife, but any animal, in my local area, I can help out in the immediacy and then find, the proper placement, rehabilitation center. We're lucky we have quite a bit out here of different types of wildlife rehabilitation, and just different groups of people that will take certain animals. And some people are like licensed to take like the raccoons, like some things you do need license for to rehabilitate. And you know, we got a good amount of people for that, which is really nice. So I got to, you know, just kind of get involved with something and that, you know, pass through my hand, so to speak, and, you know, just help out with some donations of some supplies and things I had, and getting, you know, everybody where they were going. So it was a cool feeling. It took up a lot of time in the past few days, along with, you know, all else. So I'm like, woof, long week, but, you know, like I said, and not in a bad way, but it's been several days since I've made a video, and I still have a few pre-recorded ones, and I'm gonna maybe today, let's give her a burp, get some pre-recorded ones done for next week, if I can, while I'm up here. Like, I'm making this video and I'll probably post this today, and then baby, and then make a few that can post during the week. I don't think I'll be live this weekend because it's already, baby, it's is it Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday. So I don't know, it depends, I guess, later on what I get done, or tomorrow. We'll see, but probably not this weekend. I'm kind of tired. I'm actually surprised that my back did as well as it did through the things that I've done over the past few days. But I'm holding up okay. I was definitely praying, you know, like, God, please just, you know, because a lot of times it won't hurt while I'm doing things, but then like the next day or afterwards, it's really, really bad. But I did kind of make it through that, and I do try to be careful and, you know, take it as easy as possible. So, baby girl, sometimes if I just put her totally on her back, there we go. She got a little smudging on her cheek. Cece loves to lay on her tummy, and we've been giving her tummy time, which is good for her, and it helps her strengthen her neck muscles. I mean, she really has none at, you know, at this point, but it helps them along their way and getting in different positions, because they just kind of lay there. Yes, they do. But she's so much, look guys, she's so much fun. You know, I'm a preemie person though, so, you know, for me, the tinier the baby, I just enjoy so much. Let's get Cece changed. These little clothes are so nice because they just Velcro right off. Oh, come here, little munchkin. Little munchkin. And she loves being snuggled. And let's take this off for a moment, because we're not hooked up to the other end of it, so it's not doing anything anyways. Since mommy is right here. For those of you that are just tuning in and haven't met Cece, I'll show you her. Look at that. You can see her wrinkle. There we go. She's so wrinkly. I love the skin wrinkling feature. Everything wrinkles on her. Her little arms. Flip her over. Look at how her back wrinkles. Can you see that? And she doesn't have an actual spine, but, you know, it's sculpted there to look like a spine. I saw the last baby of this edition just got finished, and I think that baby's gonna get hair. It's a AA baby. I actually, she's just darling. She has a mommy, so the I know for sure now that this sculpt is definitely sold out, but and I'm sure her new mommy is just gonna love her to bits. But let me see. What was I saying? Oh, she looks so beautiful. The AA. Oh my goodness, she's what a gorgeous baby. I'm looking forward to seeing how the she gets rooted. It's so cool to see, like, when you have a sculpt, to see like the other sculpts in the edition and how they were painted, and you know, if they're rooted and all that. It's I enjoy seeing that so much. So I look forward to seeing that baby rooted and her mommy getting her. I actually had a choice. I could have waited for that AA baby. She was not done yet, and Cece was pretty much done. And many of you that have been with me, you know that I do lean towards AA babies. They just, you know, I just love the skin tone, and especially in a silicone, you don't see a lot of AA babies in silicone. They're not as easy to come by. So when an artist, you know, paints them really good, it's, you know, that's a good find. But I guess partly I was impatient, but I also knew that I was going to be doing this like NICU series, and I was like, well, I guess it just made more sense. Not that I couldn't have had an AA baby, of course, but you know, I don't know. I just decided on Cece, and I'm glad I did. I'm just, like I said, I just wanted to see, like, that baby is gonna get hair. I chose not to have hair for Cece because she has such the shading painted on her head that makes it look like, you know, she's just about to have hair grown in. And I don't have a bald baby in my collection, or I didn't have a bald baby in my collection. So I figure, what more perfect than a little micro preemie to be a bald baby in my collection. So that's ultimately why I chose not to have hair for her. And of course, like, you can always choose later on if you decide, I'd really rather have the baby grow some hair, then I can always send her back. The artist isn't too far from me, so she wouldn't have to travel too far, or even a you know, a rooter that I use or whatever. So for me, I was like, well, I can always do that in the future. So let me get her home. And I loved the way she looked bald. So it's not like, oh, I wished she had hair, if that makes sense. And I don't think I'm going to have her rooted. I am really enjoying her like this. I would miss her even if she was gone like a week or two anyway. And, you know, it's not like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just not necessary for me to have her have hair. I'm going to put her back in just this basic little hospital white onesie, change her diaper, and put on another clean hospital hat for her. And for the most part, I'm really liking her in just the more hospital-y stuff than dressing her up, even though I have a lot of cute outfits for her. So I like more of the look for her of the whoopsies, the freshly born, you know, NICU look. I don't know. So, and again, that suits her then as being bald. So I actually want to see what the bigger preemie diapers look on her, like maybe just for some pictures to have that like look of like the diapers really big on her. I think, oh, you know what? I had a 3. This was a P3. This is the smallest diaper. So this one's a P2. So this one is actually a little bigger. So let's see. We want to leave the belly out, or maybe we'll just put the belly in for now. No, I don't know. Let's fix this. Mommy's being silly. Nah, I'm gonna put it like I had them, I think, like this. Because that, you know, the umbilical cord should be out to heal, to get air, right? And that done so beautifully. Look how tiny she is. She's so tiny. Yeah, let me give you a little snuggle. Hi, sweet. Oh, I feel like I haven't seen the babies in a couple days, being so busy. Yeah. So let's change your hospital hat. I think I want to bring Oscar up next and change him. I always miss him when, you know, when I get really busy and I'm just can't even like pick one up for days. I wind up really missing Oscar. To those of you that are new to my channel, Oscar is my full-bodied silicone baby boy by Claire Taylor. And he's for me, Oscar is exactly in part as a part of my collection as I intended him to be. That like one special silicone. Even though yes, CC is a silicone, but it's a whole different type of like role play and stuff with CC, like the whole NICU thing, which I love. I'm having so much fun with it. I have some ideas and stuff that I'm gonna do for her that she's gonna like basically go home, but in that hospital bed on all the equipment and everything. So it's pretty much just going to be the same setup, except we're going to say we're home. And she's got a special little coming home outfit that I got for her a while ago now. And I have a little IV for her, and I think that she may go home on a home IV. Because I have all this stuff, and I don't know. I don't think, I probably have mentioned in videos, but my favorite kind of role play when I was a kid playing with dolls was to play like hospital. To find, I mean, used to drive my mother crazy because I would like be like taking everything out of the medicine cabinet and oh my goodness, forget it. But that was like my favorite, you know, thing to play with dolls when I played with my, you know, friends, my two best friends down the street that were sisters. I kind of grew up with them. I was in between. One was like 3 years younger and one was 3 years older. And we just played so much dolls. And hospital and all of the realistic stuff and everything was just always my favorite way to play role play. I guess because I enjoy like being a caretaker, and you know, if I had went to school for it after high school, you know, if I had went into nursing, I would have loved to have worked on the NICU. I volunteered. Well, I didn't volunteer on the NICU. But I did volunteer at the hospital, and I just wound up, you know, holding some babies that were from, not the, like, I don't know, and this was so many years ago. This was like 20 something years ago, 25 years ago. But there was like the section more up front, like the babies were not as sick. So it was like almost like a step in between, but it was still the NICU. I don't know if that makes sense. But they had volunteers there to hold the crack baby, you know, the babies that were addicted to drugs and didn't have like a parent or anyone to comfort them. So, but you know, it's just like I said, it's something. I mean, it's of course that's sad, and of course, I mean, I you know, don't discount the fact of how hard it would also be emotionally, and you know, of course not all the babies make it and things like that. But there's a lot of joy in it too. And for me, I feel like I would have been really good and I would have done a lot of, good in life in that way. Like I missed my calling. I don't know. Something like that. I guess, you get to a certain age. I'm 43. I think when you like reach your 40s, I don't know why, like all of a sudden everybody from the past starts popping up, like from high school, ex-boyfriends. Like I found that like on social media and stuff like that. I had a lot of like reunions with people and stuff like that. And then you begin to reflect. At least I have. I mean, I don't know what age it happens for everyone else. It just seemed to be that everyone my age was kind of on the same wavelength of looking for one another or just looking to, reminisce, etc. And then, of course, you start thinking about life and, all the things that you could have done and yada, yada, yada. And a lot of none of you know my entire story. I was going to share it here, and I just didn't get to it. And then once my channel got going and stuff, I did, learn some things about, personal privacy and stuff like that. And I just then kind of at a certain point decided that maybe it wasn't such a good idea to share as if I was treating the whole world like, I don't know, like AA, like what's said here stays here, or that to be as naive as to think that people would be, that everyone would, I should say, would be understanding and not judgmental. And, not everybody does that. Not everybody looks at the person that's before them, and what they're doing now in life. If they hear like stuff from their past, they go on that and things like that. So I don't know. I got to the point because of course I've had a hard life, a lot of brought on myself, of course, but it, just a lot of stuff. I've certainly had a colorful life and some good stuff and fun and, stuff like that too. But telling my story from that part is hard. And you assume that everyone is the same kind of person that you are, and they're not. And you can't fault people. You can't fault people for, being who they are. So, anyway, like I said, so nobody actually knows the whole everything anyway. So, but my point is that I definitely missed, doing things in my life that I could have or whatever. I can't say that I have regrets because I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I didn't, go through what I went through in the past. So I wouldn't have my children. I wouldn't have, what I'm saying? Like I certainly cannot say that I regret. I can just say I am who I am now from my experiences in life, and I still have a lot of my life ahead of me. That's why I'm really praying the back surgery helps me, and that I'm not in this physical position, and all that, because I mean, heck, no, none of us have the promise of tomorrow. We all know that, but assuming, God willing, I'll be around for quite a long time, there's still a lot of time to do some things that I would have liked to have done. And so I look at it that way as well. And for now, we're having some fun because this is what some of us do as doll collectors, and having fun with some role play and making some videos and sharing these amazing babies that each of us enjoy for whatever different things we love them for. Look at this. Isn't she just so cute? Like, she's so real looking to me. I mean, I don't know what she looks like to everyone else, but to me, she is so amazingly realistic looking. When I take pictures of her and I look at them, I'm like, wow, people would not know that, if they didn't if you're not in the doll hobby and you just looked, you would think it's a picture of a you know, a micro preemie. Isn't that neat? So, oh, and I wanted to talk about, you know, finding a silicone that has all the features that you want, that's within your budget. We started talking about that. That's not an easy thing to do. And a lot of us collectors, you know, have gone through it or are going through it, that search, you know, and how personal it is about the features and what we like. Like, I'll just give one example before I let you all go. The armatures in the arms and legs. Do you want armatures on a baby? Like, that's a big decision for a lot of people. And for me, that answer is, it depends on the doll. It depends on the sculpt as to what features that I would want. Mostly I would say yes, I would want like armatures in the arms. You know, that would be my first choice. The legs, some I could take it or leave it. Bigger babies that have structure, more structure to them, on their own, like chubbier babies, I feel like you could take it or leave it. They really don't need them. So if I was having to pay for that feature, I would leave it out. Because if it's a good sculpt and it's, you know, however it's sculpted, if the, you know, I'll give a, for instance, like Claire Taylor's babies, they have substance, they have kind of structure even without the armatures. So, they keep their form, I should say. They're so soft, but they keep their form. I don't know how she does it, but, and then in a baby like Cece, I love having the armatures in the arms and the legs, because I'll tell you why. Let me fix this. Her oxygen. Probably have to tighten up the back a little bit, because she's so tiny and skinny that her legs, you see how when I pick her up, they, you know, they'll stay wherever I have them. Now I can bend them out, you know, like that. You know, I can do whatever. But if she did not have the armatures in the legs, her legs would just flop and bend in awkward positions, if that makes sense. And there would be not this, you know, near the same amount of posability for pictures and stuff. So for her, I definitely love that she has the armatures in her legs. So that's like, you know, so like I said, and now we're just simply talking about armatures or not armatures in the legs or the arms and legs. Not talking about all the, you know, other features that for as far as a silicone doll that one may want or not want. So I want to talk about that. I think it'll be fun. And so I don't know, maybe with Oscar, I'll come on with Oscar and talk about it or something. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing Cece. I enjoyed talking to all of you and spending some time up here with Cece. And I think this will go up today, same day as I'm recording it. I think videos during the week will be pre-recorded, I think, because I already still have some that I got to get up. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this and you want to see more, Cece has a series in my playlist, her NICU Micro preemie series. I'll be adding this to that as well. You can go ahead and subscribe, and if you hit that notification bell, you'll receive invites to my live streams, and you'll never miss when I upload a video. All right, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and until next time, God bless.